Welcome back. It's not a fishing video. It's placing the limbs on this Excalibur 330. The reason we are, can you see that busted tip right there? Okay, let me just tell you the story. My daughter only gets to hunt a couple times a year. So when she wanted to go last, she came out, and I swore I've told her 1,000 times not to dry fire any bow. She swears I didn't tell her, but I did tell her to wait till I came get her after dark, and you know, I'd help her get down all that. Well, she's a little afraid of dark. And fortunately, this stand where she was at is only about 125 yards from the cabin, and I really expected her to shoot one. And so right at dark, I hear pow. That's way louder than that crossbow was supposed to be. Well, she was wanting to get down, so she took the arrow out. She was going to be safe by uncocking the crossbow, and she did. She uncocked her, and she came walking back to the house, because you can, after dark, you can see just barely see the light of the outside light. And so she came back, and as soon as she's walking up, I seen the bowstring all loose, and I said, "What in the world did you do?" And she knew she'd messed up. I said, "You know, if you just waited for me." I was wanting to help. So anyway, I ended up with a busted crossbow. Call Excalibur. They'll send you some new limbs. I think these were $100, and then you get a new string. I think they're the same. I don't think as far as I know, they're not labeled which side they go on. So I thought there was a 53. So anyway, I always check this. Make sure that, yep, the same limb. Now, the lady at Excalibur was really concerned that she thought I'd be concerned that this was a different camouflage pattern. I could care less. Like I told her, if them deer get close enough to see what type of camouflage I'm using, it's too late. We're going to start these two bolts and this bolt out. Do one side at a time. You will need, these are standard. I have a set of metrics, and they did not fit. Yay for a Canadian company using standard screws and stuff. And you'll probably say, well, what size is that? Well, I don't have my glasses on, so let me get my glasses on, see if I can see. 3/16. And let me see what size these two bolts here that hold the D-pads in. Get over here. Right here I am. Right here. Get over here. You're getting old and about blind. 5/30 seconds. What did I say? What did I say that was? 3/30 seconds? 5/30 seconds? 3/16, 5/30 seconds. Yep, 3/16 and 5/30 seconds what I got. And all you do is just take these things loose. It's going to be necessary to take your stirrup loop. First, we're going to take the stirrup loop. And it's a 5/30 seconds as well. Now, the first crossbow I had was a Excalibur Action. That's why I like Excaliburs. They're easy to work on. If this is a compound crossbow, you'd be having to have a bow press if you didn't have to just throw it in the trash. But Excaliburs, easy to work on. So we're going to take our stirrup off. He's finally walked around enough that he's got to walk around to work one up. Got those out. Now we got the stirrup out. Now we can take. Now you don't want to lose your spacers. Make sure and just keep it all together. Or any of that should be a pad under. Oh, a little rubber washer or pad under this. Yep, there it is. You don't want to lose that one. 67. I don't know what that number means. There's another pad right there we don't want to lose. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. So we don't want to lose that. Make sure you don't put your limb on backwards. Something just flew in my mouth. Stupid bug. And we're going to go right back the way we came up. The limbs got to fit in that. Before we go back, let me go see if I can find some blue lock. Okay. I know I bought some, but I darned if I can find it. We'll just go ahead and put the limbs on. Make sure your pad's on there right. Line up your bolt hole. Make sure you don't strip your bolt out going back in. That would be awful. That would probably require a new riser. I think we got her in far enough that she's going to hold. See a gap there? We don't want that. Make sure the flat part's down. We're going to tighten these up as evenly as you can. Okay, folks. Out of 3 cameras or 3 phones and like 3 or 4 cameras in the house, everything's dead after the GoPro died. Tighten these up evenly, and we did. Make sure there's no space between the limb and the riser. There may look like there's a space there, but that's that black pad right there. That's right there. But other than that, you don't want no space there. Okay, we got this side done, and I'm not sure what the GoPro caught, so let's you can watch this side. I won't know till I edit it. What I do after I replace limbs, take these loose. I don't know, I think I did say in the before the GoPro died that I called Excalibur, told them what model I had and everything, and they sent me these limbs with a new string, and it was $100. Pretty cheap considering how much these things cost new. This is Excalibur 330. It's all I need. It's actually more than I need. I believe Oklahoma started allowing crossbows in 2009. And I bought, that first year, I bought Axiom. First year the Axiom was offered. And first year Axioms were metal. Subsequent years they went to the plastic or composite or whatever crap. But that first year, that first one I had was a deer killing machine. I worked all summer tuning it up, and I killed quite a few deer with that over the next couple years. And we want to make sure our pad's in here. I hope it's catching it. That one says 62. Oh, 62. They are the same length. I bet somebody in the comments will let me know what those numbers mean, because this one is a 53, looks like. Kind of tight fit right there. The other one was too. But eventually, I sold the Axiom. What did I have after that? Traded for a used, I can't remember the name of it. It was Excalibur. Then I tried a compound crossbow. I had a compound crossbow years ago when I lived in Arkansas. I mean, when I say years, I mean like the 90s. Did not like it. It was heavy, it was darting heavy, loud. And I stuck to my old hunter recurve for years, and I went back to a compound. After a while, after your shoulder starts hollering and screaming. When I shot recurve, I would shoot easily 50, 60 shots a day. After a while, that just takes a toll on your shoulders and your joints. Go ahead and tighten this limb bolt up. Now that we got our limb bolt up. Bought this one off eBay a couple of years ago, and I've loved it. Now we'll get our limb bolt started. And we're gonna get our D-pad bolts, hold those on, get those started. Make sure the flat part's down towards the bracket. We are cooking with gas now. Got it started. Let's go ahead and crank down on our limb bolt. Remember, you're tightening a steel bolt into a piece of aluminum, so you want it tight, but you don't want to strip it out. If you strip it out, you got major problems. Okay, now we have our limbs on. Put our stirrup back on, and we will be done. It's that easy, folks. Funny, they come out with a rubberized stirrup. When I had the Axiom, I put, I forgot who made the piece of silencing rubber. It's like an inch wide, maybe inch and a half wide strip there, and I wrapped my stirrup around it. Everybody goes, "Oh, you're not quieting it that much, Now, Excalibur, I see that they're come with this. Doing it. Fourth, the thing, there's a lot of vibration in this stirrup, and it does make a lot more sound. This is how you put your limbs on. I have limb silencers that I pulled off. I'll put those back on. Okay, there we go. We got new limbs on here now. Now, something I do, and you can do it at your own peril, whatever. I've never had a problem with it. Apparently other people hadn't either. But when I put a new string on, I will caulk it and leave it caulked for at least 3 days. I've never had a problem with it. I've known people who said that they've forgotten left their Excalibur caulked all year long. But I always, even the ones that say that they're pre-stretched, to make sure that string is stretched. That's how you change the limbs on your Excalibur crossbow.